What's up, everybody? All of you remaining survivors, how you doing? Today, we're gonna look at Bitcoin. We're gonna look at some altcoins. Crazy day yesterday, Jesus. So many liquidations. I think it was Hisaka today. I made a post about about the liquidations and all that. Let me find it. I post a lot of bullshit here. So, $416 million in BitMEX liquidation for shorts. Yeah, for only shorts and longs. I guess it was like what, 80 million about. Dude, that's like 500 million. I actually want to see the BitMEX insurance fund. This is what I'm curious about. I want to see if Arthur's actually making some bank off this. I wouldn't be surprised if he was. Let's see. Damn. All right, so yeah, yesterday yesterday the insurance fund went up by what, 170 Bitcoin, something like that. Insanity. Dude, one day Arthur's gonna quit and he's gonna have 30,000 Bitcoin to fuck with. Actually, I don't know what he would do once if BitMEX ever gets dissolved. I don't know what happens with the insurance fund, you know, who owns it, how they'd split and all that, but it's gonna be a nice little payday once that day is over. Yo, thank you for the retweet, Radu. Everybody, thank you. Always fun to have you guys here. So, have you guys survived? Talk to me. How are your altcoin positions? What's going on? What do you guys want me to look at? I guess we'll start with Bitcoin. Ace should be joining us shortly. I kind of gave him a last minute invite, so he'll drop in eventually. So yeah, first things first. Let me get some fib levels, because over a couple streams I had mentioned the 0.618, this white level at 7246 being pretty significant as a retracement level. We never actually tagged it if we were to take from like wick to wick and all that, but we got pretty damn close. And from prior cycles, if I'm not mistaken, the 0.618 was a really important level that held, and you know, you could say it held and then some. Took out fucking a cascade of stop losses. I don't know anyone who thought this candle would produce such a chad amount of strength, but pure insanity. So right now, what I'm looking at, this is on the weekly. Let's boil it down a bit. So first things first. Let's see here. Boom. Sorry. Around here, first level, 87.79. I'd like to see, firstly, a daily close above here. Wouldn't want to see a full retracement, rejection back into this chop, because, you know, kind of gnarly. But I honestly think if we do retest this level, we're going to bounce and keep moving up. It's hard for me to be bearish on Bitcoin at this point, especially after seeing, you know, how much strength that move had. I definitely wouldn't be shorting for the life of me. At this point, it'd be, I don't know, kind of like insanity. Or at least if you're gonna short, do it as a hedge. And obviously, none of this shit's financial advice. I'm a dude with a mask. But unfortunately, I did not catch this long from this level. I had watched it, but honestly, I was hanging out with my mom, and I took a walk, and I was just chilling all day. So when I got back to the computer, I'm like, what is all of this? Hey, what's up, Dead Rabbits? What's up, TX9? How are you guys doing? I know you guys wanted me to check Dogecoin and all that, so I will get to that very shortly. But for the meantime, like what I'm doing with Bitcoin, I want to see how it interacts with this level. If we get a significant bounce, I'd consider longing, putting a stop beneath here, and I'd probably target 10K, I'd say 10K and probably 10.5. And if we start reclaiming this this former level, let me clean this up for a second. Let me put on the daily. What do we have here? Let's say, honestly, this is it's a pretty nice level. If we can get a daily close above 9.3, 9.34, 9.350, whatever, meaning closing up back above here, then we're back in our former range, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna eventually, creep up. I'm honestly flabbergasted at how strong that move was. I'm kind of in awe about it. I hope you guys didn't get caught too off guard by it. I know a few of my friends got licked. So yeah, Ethereum as well. Some nasty stuff going on. Took out some stops beneath here. Took out the stops here. Not fun to trade at all. And my fucking Dogecoin position, man, got stopped out. But so far, I am liking the reaction. So the crucial level for me is 28 sats. And my entry was from 26 to 27. I got stopped out at 31, and I'm still sitting on my hands. I still believe that Doge will run this time. If it doesn't, then it would be the first time that it did. It would be the first time that it showed that much strength without an actual pump. And if that's the case, then if we fail here, let's say we start closing beneath 28, dwindle, I'd start looking at these levels 15 to 17 around here. So this would kind of be like a test pump, rejection, sweep the lows, and then a cycle, a bullish cycle, excuse me. So yeah, so for Dogecoin, I mean, after a 30% move on Bitcoin, it doesn't surprise me that that it dumped back to support. However, I'm still not changing my my narrative. I'm still bullish on Dogecoin. Ripple now. Ripple is an interesting son of a bitch. Let me just read chat. Your alt heavy portfolio wept yesterday. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Hey, what's up, Darklard? Local support seems to be 9.1, 9.2K for now. Yeah, I'm still looking. I think like the real support level would probably be like 8.7, 8.8 around there. I don't think 9.1, 9.2 is much of a support. But yeah, anyways. You got wrecked? I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Hey, at least you got stopped. Some people are still, yeah. Yo, ripple me bags. Yeah, so for those who are following me on Twitter, I had gotten filled. First, I got stopped. Wait, where were we? Let me see here. Yeah, so I got filled again on this wick. I had layered bids from, let's see. I had layered bids here, and here, I think. So I got refilled on my position because I got stopped out on this wick right before. So I had my stop level beneath here. I got stopped. I was mad salty. Then this shit happened. I was like, fuck yeah. I made a post about it on Twitter. I sold here mainly because we're at resistance, and I was ready to long the breakout. I wasn't ready to hold this, and thank fucking God, because this happened. And at the moment, let me pull up the POC. Volume, BBR. Yeah, so at the moment, major level of support ish. Let me fix that here. Around 3K. Yeah, 3K. Wicked into it, took out all Man, this is a disaster. How much did this dump yesterday? Wow. So now I'm wondering, this was the highest volume candle on the entire contract. Now I'm trying to figure out, is this accumulation or was this just distribution and we're going to be, you know, dropping back and going back to Hades? I don't know yet, to be honest. Swell is still another week and a half away. I'd like to think that Ripple or XRP or the company as a whole would want to look good going into Swell. This would honestly be one of the first times where their chart actually looks like a disaster if it doesn't correct. So for me to get back into a long here, I honestly think I'd wait for a reclaim of this. Hold up, let me take this off. Of this pivot to start 3,500. Like, to me, this is a really, really important level. Because if we get rejected, then you'll have this little inverse head and shoulders meme going on. Sorry, head and shoulder, not inverse. So I think that we're going to move up to 3.5 from here. Following that, I have no fucking idea. Wait, what did I do here? Oh yeah, candles. Yeah, following that, I have no idea, but I do think we're going to at least retest 3.5. And if we actually manage to break that and close above and, let's say take another try at 3.7, then I'll be looking for longs. Until then, I'm not going to be shorting Ripple either, at least not right away. I want to wait on that. Let me look at the USD pair while I'm at it. See what that looks like. Crazy. Okay, so the one level I've been looking at is this 29-cent level. Let me delete this. Right. Why? Because we've had multiple wicks into this area and it's served as support and resistance for most of this range. So right now we we broke through it to the upside and just plummeted to 25 cents. Then fucking pumped past it and now we're retesting it as support. So I'm personally bullish on the USD pairing until we start losing this level again. So yeah, I'm still bullish on Ripple. I don't think anyone was really expecting what we saw yesterday, but yeah, what do you guys think about Ripple right now? Are you guys bullish, bearish? You guys don't care? Like, what's the deal with that? Yeah, what happened on FTX? I heard that they had to refund some dineros. I think they went down for some amount of time. I don't know how long it was. I remember trying to log into FTX on my phone. I was like, I think it was there's this little green button that said try again later or some shit like that. I was like, oh damn, they're down. Have I checked BTC dominance? Looks like it broke out of a falling. Oh, well, let's look at that now. I like it when you guys give me suggestions on what to look at. Yeah, good thing you bought it 2.9K, says DPRUWN on Periscope. Yeah, so 2.9K is a prime entry. Prime. Interesting, huh? Okay, let me put this on the daily. Yeah, I can see where you got the falling wedge from. This type of thing. Like this and that. Yeah. Wow. That's crazy. So yeah, I guess dominance wise, you'd want to see this pivot hold at 70.20. So I'd like to see the daily close above that. Max. Like 69.5. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, this level as well. But dude, right now, I'm not looking to short Bitcoin for anything. After that kind of move, maybe to hedge your portfolio, as I said earlier. But right now, I mean, I'm not touching this shit. I'm tapping out for now. Dump the cripple. Dogecoin is the future. Hey, yo, what's up, malicious? Yo, hold up 1 second. One second. I got an idea. Yo, malicious. If you're not busy, come join me for a minute. If you got nothing better to do. Hold up. Gotta put this on. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere right now. Oops, just closed my Discord by accident. Okay, this. Boom. Yeah, cool. So I sent you the Hangout in Discord. Just make sure you don't log in with your like personal account or your name or whatever, because yeah, don't want you to dox yourself. Okay. This. All right, back to business. BNB. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Do you want the BTC or the USD pairing? I guess we'll start with BTC. Yeah, so like it's actually this is really intense because this type of bearish divergence is really significant. Like you'll have different type of, I want to say like divergence strength or whatnot, and like this type of drop from like what so it's like 295 whatever down to 48, this was really significant. And you know, it doesn't always play out, and like this is hindsight obviously, but for someone who is looking to learn about divergences and all that, this like really foreshadowed the drop. CZ was, you know, CZ was doing some sells right here, and that was the fake out before the fucking drop. So for the moment, I mean, if Bitcoin isn't done, this isn't done either, because if like let's say we zoom out right now, right, like we're in a clear downtrend. I mean, nothing's changed. We're in a downtrend, right? This was hopeful, but we just got rejected by the first resistance that we encountered, and we got rejected pretty harshly. So if I were to see a daily close back beneath 19.5, so this little green dot, if this candle were to close beneath and, you know, get rejected, I'd personally close any long I'd have if I hypothetically had one, and I'd target oh shit, that's actually where it went. Next target I guess would be 17.5 ish. Yeah, that looks reasonable to me. 17.5, maybe as low as 15.7. This chart is really fucking nasty. Hold up 1 second. I want to find some better levels for you guys. Yeah, so I guess 16 and whatever this level is here, 17.4. These would be the next levels that I'd look at if we were to lose this. Okay. USDT, yeah, sure. Tron, yeah, give me a second on Tron. Get to that in a moment. Yo, and I really appreciate you guys whenever you retweet and help me out with that. Obviously, it's I appreciate it greatly. Hello, blockchain sparrows. Oh, hello, sir. All right, let's not get too sidetracked here. All right, so BNB USDT. What are all these lines? Okay. Sometimes I draw scribbles and I go back to them fucking 2 months later. I'm like, what did I do here? Yeah, so I guess this is the first level that sticks out to me. If we're to be bullish on BNB USD, you really want price to get back above 20.77. I'd even say just like the psychological number of $20 is important, but you'd really want to see price climb above that. Until then, I mean, let's pull up some levels here. Let's see what we got. Interesting. Okay, so let me put this on the daily. Let's see how BNB reacted with Bitcoin going up. Damn, you just got a Darth Maul. some crazy Darth Maul candles. So let's say Bitcoin keeps going up. I'm pretty sure um, we're going to keep sideways, or at least, gain a bit. I, you know, if Bitcoin keeps going up, your BNB will remain stable in USD, but you're going to lose a lot in Satoshi value. So, if you're a long-term, quote unquote hodler, I mean, this shouldn't matter to you. If you're a trader, ideally, just looking at the Bitcoin pairing, it doesn't look too hot. So these are the levels I'm looking at for BNB. Personally, I don't think we're going to break back below 14-15 bucks. I think, let me pull up some fib levels here. It was in the middle of nowhere, wasn't it? Oh, was that the 7? 1 second. Oh, nice. Okay. So if we were to, if BNB were to keep going up here, I'd probably aim for like, let's say, next bullish target would be 25 bucks. Anything in this area here, I think would make for a decent exit if you were looking for one on the USD pair. Anything from 25 to 28 bucks. I don't think we get past that. If Bitcoin goes to like 13, 15K, whatever, I don't know if it'll do that. But if it does, expect the Bitcoin pairing to take a bit of a hit. Yo, what's up, voice of crypto? How you doing, man? Welcome. What do I think of Cred LBA coin? You mean library credits? I mean, I don't know much about library credits. Yo, what's up, malicious? Can you hear me?
Yo, what up, boy?
What up,
Yo,
boy?
can you hear me?
Yeah, man.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Yo, man. All right, hold on. Hold on 1 sec. I gotta fix this audio real quick here, man. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, sure. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, what do I think of library credits? Man, this looks like a disaster. I can see why you're somewhat interested in it, though. This volume was kind of teasing, but right now, I mean, we just got rejected by the first higher time frame resistance. So if you're still in a long here, I'd be kind of uneasy. You can tell over the last 3 days it did drop in comparison to Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin is bullish like I think it is, then I wouldn't really feel comfortable quote unquote hodling LBA here. Obviously it looks like it's at a bottom, but it looked like a bottom here, looked like a bottom here. You know what I mean? Could be accumulation. I really don't know much about the project itself, so there's that. I don't have any opinion about the fundamentals behind it. I don't know if they actually have users or what they're doing, so you gotta take that into consideration as well. But right now, I mean, I'd set a stop loss probably at like 143 or something, and if we were to break down from there, I'd get out, like right below there, or maybe 134 or something.
Yeah, all right.
No problem, man.
What's going on, buddy? How you doing?
Yeah. I'm good, man. So this is not malicious upload, aka malicious. You want to introduce yourself, or?
All right, yeah, for sure, man. What's up, people? So I currently I work with Alpha, the bot there, the charting platform. And I'm just hanging out in Bagsy's Discord. We've gotten to build a little bit of a friendly relationship to one another. Seems like a pretty quality streamer, so gotta give him credit where credit's due, right?
Thanks.
So
I'm a shit trader, quality streamer.
There you go, man. At least he's entertaining.
Bro, fucking Cocos, man. Dude, my Cocos log. Oh, shit.
You bit wrecked on that, eh?
No, I got stopped, to be honest.
Okay.
I got stopped at entry, but fuck, man. I got in on that retest of 13, 14. It went back to 16, and then Bitcoin did its thing, got stopped, and yeah, back at 11. So it's gonna be. I'm curious to see if these were just kind of like not exit pumps, because this is still a new project. So it's hard for me to believe that people are like running to get out, running for the hills.
Yeah.
But I'll be very curious to see if some of these altcoins are actually able to, keep moving up, especially Dogecoin as an example.
Yeah, no, exactly. I was just about to say that, boy. We still in there. We still waiting, man.
Yeah.
Still waiting, boy. buy your Dogecoin stream. Buy your Dogecoin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, no, just kidding. Yeah. So I'm kind of still unaware if like that was necessarily a lack of interest in alts, or if that was just because of the, the price pump and the obvious, negative correlation between the USD to BTC pairing. Between some of the alts there, if they were just trying to, if it was just the arbitrage opportunity, for the exchange bots there between like the BTC and the USD pairs of most of the alts there, well, at least some of the larger cap alts, right? Like so, Coco and both Doge and Coco have USDT pairs, so theoretically that could have been a situation there.
Yeah, probably. Algorithms start dumping, people start getting cold feet.
Yeah.
Then you figure out what the real, I guess, mission of that cycle is. Is it just an exit pump, or are you going to Valhalla with this?
Yeah, we going, man. We going. Keep faith in Doge, man. The meme is alive.
Someone crypto fish XRP USD trying to break the diamond reversal pattern. That sounds really enticing to me. Diamond reversal pattern. I'm trying to see a diamond here. All right, let me try myself out. Is this a diamond? You're gonna have to help me with this, Malicious. I'm not much of a pattern trader.
Oh man, what are chart patterns, man?
I don't know, dude.
Like, make sure I watch my language here live on stream. We're trying to get, sponsors from, XYZ. Man, I gotta stay nice.
I don't think they mind the cursing. It's just, I can't give financial advice, which we obviously already don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Is this the diamond pattern you're talking about? I think this. Yeah. It's kind of.
You could kind of see that, definitely, yeah.
I mean, hey, if it breaks up, I'll be very happy. Because, USD pair, I was long on Ripple. Still am actually, but I got to average in a bit lower. So my average entry, I'm still a bit beneath, to be honest. BTC pair, I got off by like the skin of my my forefathers. But so honestly, if Ripple were to go up on USD, I mean, the first thing I'd look at is the top of the diamond pattern. If I'm not mistaken, I don't want to talk out of my ass, but for diamond reversal patterns, does it pump the length of from the bottom to the top, typically?
Or is it from the bottom to where it breaks the actual diamond pattern?
Reversal. Yeah, let me look at this. I don't want to speak out of my ass. Okay, here. So the height of the diamond is what the fuck? I think you take the height of the diamond and
to where it breaks out,
and you take it from the location of where it breaks out. Exactly.
Yeah,
so that'd be what, 40 cent Ripple? Well, I wouldn't be against that. I don't even know the success rate of diamond reversal patterns in crypto. I really wish someone could compile that for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they'll be partially useful. It would be very useful for sure. But of like the pattern site, correct? I'm sure that you've heard of that site before, where it gives you statistics behind all the equity patterns and whatnot, kind of thing. Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of torn though, man. Like when I see something that has such a mediocre indifference from it being utterly equal on either side. When you see a pattern, it's got a success rate of 51.35%, and you're like, okay, well, like, is that 1.35% really enough to justify it being, significantly not just noise at that point?
Well, I guess like that the percentage matters when you're trying to fit it within your own system, so it's kind of like an additional bonus, quote unquote. But so
I definitely get you.
Yeah, Conradi Maddox says, "Say hi to my bud, not Mal. Let's go."
Let's go, man.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, TX diamonds don't seem to play out too much on Bitcoin. Good to know. But dude, have you looked at the BitMEX contract since yesterday? Dude, fucking Sherrod, Cardano, dude, took out all the stops. Look at this. Look at Cardano, ADAZ.
Oh my goodness.
This is dirt. And the worst part is, dude, I had bids set at the absolute bottom, and I pulled them like 2 days
Oh
ago.
my god.
I pulled them, and I swear on my
Oh
mom's
man.
head, like I had bids all the way there, but it's okay because I also had bids on Ripple like much higher than it dropped, so I took those out as well. So
Yeah.
all's fair in the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so just like to conclude about Ripple, the least I want to see the daily close is above like 3150, 3147. I'd really want us to hold at least this area, and as I said earlier, like I think we're gonna go up to retest 34, 35. If Bitcoin decides to keep running, then I'm wrong, and we're just gonna fail here and probably sweep the 2.8 that we took out yesterday. But I still think we're gonna pump first, quote unquote pump for like 10,
Yeah.
15%.
Oh man.
Jackson says KuCoin shares looks great on Bitcoin and on USD charts. Interesting. All right, look at that right now. Are you looking at any altcoins right now, dude, or Bitcoin? Like what's?
Yeah, I'm still so we went long from the bottom there, right? So we've been long since like 74.90, and we didn't take any profit though here, right? So I'm really hoping for some trend continuation here. It'd be a damn shame if we really do retrace past this kind of support level that we're at right now currently. If we break down any farther, it's going to be a lot of profit that we left on the table there at that point. So
Do you just leave? You're talking about your algorithm, right?
yeah,
Okay,
that's
so
correct. Yeah.
are there any circumstances where you'll manually adjust the algorithm to what you want it to, not what you want it to do, but you'll, let's say, close 50% of the position, or do you just like let it go hands off and like these are the results of the algorithm, this is what it's...
Yeah. Yeah. Well, personally, myself, I would never like circumvent the system. Like, well, it's in a position, obviously, right? Because it just seems like such a human influence at that point. It kind of defeats the purpose of using an automated system going that direction. But
Right.
afterwards, say that we did retrace and we lost 75% of the profit that we had on the table there. That would definitely require us to then take a little look at it, see if there was anything that could be potentially tweaked for that kind of a situation to rise in the future. But during a position, no, I think it's too easy to let your emotions get the better of you, and then you make some rash decision kind of thing, right? Because it could just as likely be the opposite, right? We could not break down any farther from here and pump
Yeah.
past like
And then
up
you'd
to
be like,
14K,
fuck.
right?
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, so KuCoin on Bitcoin looks like ass, man. I'm sorry, Jackson, but the Bitcoin pairing didn't do too well. We're retesting support right now, so I mean, there's no reason to think we'd necessarily plunge right through, at least without some type of bounce. But for the moment, it's not. The bounce isn't impressive at all. So I'd be a bit wary about KuCoin, at least for now. Have some type of, you know. And it's tough for me to give any type of non-financial advice because I don't know what your life is like, and I don't know what you guys are doing outside of this. If KuCoin is 100% of your position, your wall, I mean, 100% of what your net worth is, it's very hard. So someone could have like a $20 KuCoin position, and I'm like, guys, be careful. But
Yeah.
shit, honestly, for KuCoin, I think we're probably going to retest the range low at like 1130, 11k, 11.3k around here. We haven't lost the support yet, like plunge right through, but I think it's more likely we retest the bottom and the top because we weren't even able to retest the top of the range without failing and making a lower high. So I don't know. I'm not a huge fan at the moment. Mooly Magic. What kind of name is that? Neo is gonna pump with this China narrative, right? I don't know. I know Neo's actually looking pretty good on the Bitcoin pairing. Last time I look at this bullish engulfing candle on Neo. You know why this is? Because everyone thinks they're gonna use Neo for their fucking blockchain in China, and I got news for you.
Yeah.
They're not using Neo.
Yeah, good luck on that one.
Yeah, guys, come on.
Did you read that article, by the way? I was talking with my team earlier this morning about
Mhm.
that, and kind of mixed opinions toward that. Like it sounds relatively good for crypto in general, but then when you kind of read between the lines there with what they're saying, if the CCP is building a framework which has to be it has to be adapted by any cryptocurrency or any kind of currency that's allowed within their infrastructure or their country or anything like that.
Mhm.
Um, it seems like a great opportunity for them to then outlaw BTC. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, well, it doesn't fit X parameter, it doesn't fit Y requirement kind of thing, right? And they say, oh, well, sorry, but it's not up to standards, right? It just kind of seems unfortunately like that kind of a situation. And I'm kind of worried about that, to be quite honest with you. I don't know. It doesn't seem as bullish as everyone necessarily thinks that it is,
Mhm.
at least to me personally.
It's then you that's a good point you bring up, and then you have the
Hmm.
opposite. It's like, let's say, quote unquote, China were to ban Bitcoin for the 20th time.
Yeah, yeah.
Firstly, will that have an impact? Because last time they tried that, it didn't do anything to Bitcoin.
Hmm.
Like
Hmm.
literally, no one gave a fuck. And secondly, let's say they were to successfully outlaw Bitcoin, I think that it would only make the um, value proposition for Bitcoin even stronger. Because outlawing something never works. Rarely. Kind of like the prohibition, drugs.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
always comes back,
yeah.
and it comes back stronger. So
Hmm.
I think it would be more that alley, but I could be mistaken. Um, Ju-
Yeah, yeah.
Justin Sun made an
No, I agree with you.
announcement
I
of an
agree with you for sure.
announcement.
I do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, bro.
I do wonder as well though. There's a portion within the article that states that I
Do
can't
you have
remember
it pulled up
exactly
by any
the
chance?
quotation, the wording there, but more
Mm-hmm.
here. I'll grab it real quick here.
Cool, cool.
Yeah, I'll throw it in. I'll throw it in the chat there. If will it is it going to allow the link if I throw it in the chat?
Just can you screen share, or you could, like, I could pull up on Discord, because I don't have it on. You could
Here,
send it
here.
on the
I'll
in the lobby or something.
okay, okay. All right, we'll do that. We'll
Yeah,
do
where's your chart at, Jackson? Yeah, I heard about that. Biggest Bitcoin mining operation is now opened in Texas. Yeah, they had like what 300 megawatts of power or something like that. Crazy stuff. Okay, yeah, here. China passes
that.
first
Okay, yeah,
ever crypto
yes.
law. January
Hmm.
2020.
Says so within the quote there, it's this means you need to follow the CCP standard for all encrypted behaviors, which can be very broad, from mining to block propagation. Now, mining is really what actually piques my interest as well, because theoretically, if there are any mining firms within China, which we know that there are quite a few for
Mm-hmm.
BTC, if this is any kind of, inadvertent ability to then catalog the current mining infrastructure that's within China. You know what I mean? Because if they have to abide by these regulations and stuff, obviously there's going to have to be a verification process, right? In which clearly, if they're going to get verified, the government's going to be able to catalog where their location is and whatnot, right? So
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any of that kind of stuff going on already within China, but I mean it would definitely open up an avenue then if they were to catalog locations, then give them the opportunity to really successfully ban it, um,
Mm-hmm.
or at least maybe sufficiently more than they did prior.
I think the idea is not even to ban it; it's to get as much uh, chain analysis, or it, being able to locate and track as many of the bitcoins as possible. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Okay.
I think
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
that's the main goal. One day they want to be able to trace 100% of every transaction, knowing exactly where each one goes. Now, I think that's going to be impossible, or very improbable, depending how many people freely give away their information, and how successfully chain analysis would be able to track, let's say, stealth transactions, not wash trading, but when you're washing your Bitcoin, whatnot,
Yeah. Yeah.
creating.
Yeah.
So they're not at a point where they can successfully track a Bitcoin that you're actually trying to um, not hide, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
I think that'd be the mission because trying to ban something that's decentralized is pretty fucked. Then again, I remember reading somewhere that 80% of the Bitcoin in existence are in like not one wallet, but they're owned by 80. Fuck, well, I don't want to talk out of my ass. I gotta find that article again. But basically, the point was it might not be as decentralized as we think it is. But yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about. They're owned like 80% of the Bitcoin are owned within the top like 100 wallets.
Something
right?
something ridiculous like that. Yeah, what's up, Wigdes? How you doing, man? Yeah, hopefully Ace is gonna join us too shortly. All right, Jackson, where's that? Where is that chart, man? Boom. Yeah. So let's see. Let me do a quick scan of Binance. See what's survived. Wow, Red took a shit. Wow. So yeah, last time I streamed, I had said that I really want to see Ren reclaim 728, and we actually got rejected exactly at that level. So no bueno.
Oh man, you guys heard it here first, man. Making them calls, down to the sats.
You want to see a real call? You want to see a real call, bro?
Yeah.
Look at this. This is my last point. All in all, I'd say this is a good place to take some profit. And we wicked right into that 750 level. That's been resistance so many times. So
there you go, man.
Yeah, there you go. Fuck yeah. Hopefully someone made some money. If you did, send me a tip, yo, because I'm going to be burning money in Vegas.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, TNT fell off. Yeah, I mean, that was to be... Dude, this thing had a 400% pump from the bottom. I wish I had held more of it. Oh, Lord.
Wow, that really did take off. That's actually quite surprising.
Yeah.
I've not looked at TNT since we were at those lows there, man. We see down at like, sub 100 range, around 200, and I immediately assumed, this is pretty naive on myself, but I immediately assumed it was, oh yeah, okay, another 90% die off, like this will probably peter out to nothing, but surprisingly not. Boom, there you go.
Not this time. I think this one outperformed every altcoin on Binance.
Holy cow.
I don't want to talk on my ass though. And Zen actually held up and is about to hit my fucking target. Crazy. I did not expect Zen to hold up yesterday. I talked about Zen maybe 3-4 days ago.
Yeah.
Because his volume was pretty fucking nice and we were making higher lows, holding up, and dude, it actually impressively held. So yeah, my target's 60.90 for this. See if we get it. Honestly, if you bought Zen and you're a meditative, happy person today.
Yeah, no doubt. That looks pretty good, man. That is pretty good.
Lend as well. Look at this thing, rounding bottom, fucking chatted.
Right now, has really took off. Or Lend has really took off, man.
Honestly, I'd get out right now of Lend. I'd fucking close shop here. Let's see if we have any bearish divergences. Shit, man. Honestly, the trend is still pretty strong on the 12-hour, on the 4-hour. So I'd probably shave some off here, but I wouldn't close a huge percentage, especially had I bought, let's say, in the lower range. It would make sense to take some profit off at higher time frame resistance, but so far there still aren't many divergences or selling to be spoken about.
Yeah.
Crazy. Is there anything that interests you in the market at the moment?
I'm just looking through some altcoins right now. I'm seeing if there's anything worth bringing up on stream here.
Cool. No. Encash forever stablecoin. Dude, okay, how's MFT doing? Let me pull up this piece of shit. Did you make me look bad, MFT? Did you make me look bad? Still in the same fucking range, man. I honestly thought, dude, the volume's been growing on MFT though. I still think this one's gonna pump. No joke. And I hate to be that guy who's talking about mainframe because it has done nothing but drop. Look at this on the monthly. Oh boy.
Yeah, you think? Oh, oof, man. Oh, damn. All right, yeah. Well, hey, we're getting into wink territory there. Can only go so low, right? Unless they add another Satoshi value onto them there.
Hey, what's up, Korean Jew? How you doing, bro? The haves and have-nots. XRP, why is Zen pumping? I don't know, man. Maybe it was one of those Zuku calls. What's his group again? That group that's known for pump and dumps. Not Zuko. I'm thinking about Zcash.
There's so many of them.
Yeah, there's one though. There's one that's like really well known. It's gonna come back. MFT at 10 SAS been a good buy. Nice, man. Yeah, dude. I've been fucking hodling MFT for the last 2 weeks or something. I think my average is like 10 and a half. I bought at 10.11, and I really thought we were gonna go for it around here, but alas, not yet. Volume is growing on the daily. That's why I haven't lost faith yet. But glad to be in the same trade as you, man. Oh, Tika, thank you, Tika, fucking Tika, man. So yeah, maybe hold on, let me look. Tika Zen coin, because I remember Tika made a call for Zen maybe like a year ago or a year and a half ago. So it wouldn't surprise me if he spoke about it again. Wait. Is this it? October 24th, 2 days ago. What is this shit? Zen. Oh.
Yo, is that the article on him?
Dude, I don't know, man.
Oh no, it would just suit the headline so well. It just really would. That'd be some good headline.
No. Yeah, I think my Chrome just froze, so I'm not gonna mess with it. Imagine the whole stream goes down because of Tika.
Oh.
Yeah, 1 second. 1 second. I don't want to mess with it too much. Alright, there. Yo, are you still there, bro?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So far, I think my Chrome is acting up. I'll open a new link.
Got too many tabs open there, eh?
Yeah.
Chrome's about to kick it.
This fucking fryer of my computer can't handle the streams anymore.
Yeah. Your CPU's just throttled at 99%.
Oh no! Let's
hold up like 10%.
Oh, dude, it usually gives me a warning at the bottom. It's like your computer's on fire. Alright, just 1 second. I gotta do a Control-Alt-Delete here. Task manager, end task, because I do not want this stream going down. It's possible that I lose you though, but I'll hop back in the stream. Alright, just 1 second.
What up, fellas?
Yo, Ace. All right.
Yo, what up, Ace?
Yo.
Okay. 1 second. I gotta restart my Chrome because this shit's freezing. All right, I'll be back. All right. I think that's good. End task. You guys could tell I need to buy a new computer. Jesus. Oh boy. Shouldn't have put so much money into this mask. Alright, so Chrome's closed. Let's get this open again. Can't believe Tika crashed my computer. Okay, here, there, almost there. Hangouts, join a hangout.
And yeah, I'm kind of bearish at this point, but not like completely bearish. I think if we're gonna have a pullback, I'm looking at like 88 for a pullback and then back in.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, we got some confluence right there, Ace.
Yeah.
My boy.
It's my ET. Yeah, let me pull that up. Let me share my screen.
I got my level from fibs and from horizontals.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And dude, this impulse candle up from yesterday, it tagged the 618 retracement from the recent correction. Actually, sorry, tagged the 0.5, the mid range exactly within like 20
If it wasn't the size it was, I'd typically be bearish. Like that still does look like a bearish daily candle, but as long as we can hold a higher range, I think we're fine.
Alright, someone said my volume is a bit low. Let me try and fix that for y'all. Okay.
Yeah, because I was trying to scalp last night. I'm absolutely pissed because I exited my Litecoin position like 2 days early, and if I would have just stayed in it, I would have been able to exit at 64 because I saw that thing pumping last night, and I was like, "Fuck!" And then the day before, I saw it at 49. I was like, "Oh, I should buy the dip," but I was just like, "Nah, I'm just gonna go buy stocks instead." What a terrible idea.
Oh man, yeah, perfect bearish retest at 62, 64. Oh boy. Crazy shit, man. So yeah, Malicious. Ace Malicious. I guess you guys have met each other by now.
I didn't see him on Twitter. I was trying to find you on before stream to see if I follow you. You should link me your link. I'll follow you.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Sure, I'll throw it. Throw it in the stream chat there, or what?
Yeah, sure. I've been hiding Malicious from everyone. He's my Discord bro.
He's gonna vet me first here, man.
Yeah, he's would I say creator, developer of AlphaBot? What's your?
Yeah, I guess partial. Yeah, definitely developer of AlphaBot as well as some of the systems that kind of use within the Alpha group there as well. So, yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, Baxy's hiding the gems.
we're building a whole fucking thing of bots right now. We're gonna take over. Yeah, everyone in chat, if you guys have any questions, any comments, you can leave them in the comment box below. Yeah, let's see what else is there. Someone asked a question about Tron earlier. What's up, Mohammed? Cocos, yeah, we checked out Cocos before. I mean, right now we're back at support, so do not want to see that break.
We're dumping.
Yeah, I mean it already kind of. Let's see Cocos USD probably USDT probably looks. Yeah, it looks fine for now. We haven't even retested that breakout level, so. Yeah, I still think Cocos has a lot more to move up. I could be cuckoo and be wrong, but yeah. Where can I find this Alpha bot? Asks Sunny.
I'm sure you already use it and don't even realize.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's like one of the biggest bots on fucking Discord.
It's on Discord.
Yeah, how many users do you guys have?
The one that you go see BTC one day.
Yeah.
How many users in our group here?
No.
Not too many in the group, but
I mean, in like who used your bot on Discord?
I guess can you see the usage of how many people are actually having your bot used or in their Discords?
Oh yeah. We have around. Let me just check the stats right now here, man. So we have 490,000 users, and then it's used in 1,853 servers. That just updated, so boom. Let's go, son.
So
yeah, very cool.
What kind of information can you guys get from these groups?
We honestly, with all the BS around that kind of stuff, man, like it would take so much computing power to filter out the amount of like messages that like people are talking about there. So it's honestly not even worth it for us to even consider anything like that. Like with the trading systems that we build and like the potentiality of like doing some kind of a model behind the software as far as like giving the user a lot of value and stuff like that, like sifting through a shit ton of fucking raw data like that, it's so inefficient in comparison. But yeah, it looks like Link is kind of. What kind of
code do you have that created in? Just out of curiosity.
I believe it's mainly it's kind of dependent upon like the back. So the back end is mainly Python, as well as some of the databases that we have, and then I believe it's just like Discord.py or something like that. Yeah, like the built-in code type for the built-in language. I mean to say for Discord there. But again, like I don't do a lot of development behind Alpha itself. That's mainly to do with Matt Matisse there. He's definitely the core 100% guy behind that. I do a little bit of the niche development aspects, advice, consideration, planning, that kind of stuff behind some of the features and that kind of stuff. But mainly I do a lot of the core development behind the trading systems that we use. So
cool. Yeah, I was just curious.
No, for sure, man. It's we're hoping to give a lot more value. I don't even want to bother talking about that stuff. I don't want it's all behind closed doors right now. So.
We'll do it after stream.
Yeah. Is that Gainsey? No, that's not Gainsey. I haven't had Gainsey on stream. Still want to. Urban Hero. Anyone else very bearish with recent Bitcoin price action? I mean, it's hard for me to be bearish after what we saw yesterday. What do you think, Urban?
It's the wick that makes me bearish. I absolutely despise wicks like that. If you guys can see my screen, somebody posted this. Last time we did something like this, it was at like 6,000.
Yeah.
We like pumped up, and then we dumped down, and then after that, we saw a terrible candle down to 55. So I'm just hoping that's not what happens. But ET's setting up perfectly fine right now.
Well, I mean, like for me, that wick is like, oh, okay, right, nice. That type of wick is kind of to be expected in a way. I mean, the wick we saw in the 6Ks, that wasn't necessarily because we pumped one of the largest daily pumps ever. I think it's the 4th largest impulse move up ever for Bitcoin. So I think the frame's a bit different, but I could be wrong, but. Yeah, I don't mind that wick very much. It just makes sense after what we saw. But yeah, see, we're gonna retest 5K from here. Fuck it.
No, I mean I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna I'm not aiming out of the range underneath we were last time. That's just stupid.
Yeah, Sonny, exactly. The 6K wick is deja vu. Interesting.
Malicious, you were saying something about Link.
Yeah, it was taking off there a little bit. One of our scanners is kind of picking it up there for a second.
Oh shit!
It looks,
just fucking...
aggressive.
Yeah, it's taking a little bit of a dip here. Yeah, it's coming down.
Bitcoin just fucking dipped to 8.9 and pumped back to 9.1.
Holy shit! That's great.
Yeah, Link actually retested that fucking zone I plotted. Like, caught this shit, and it retested it beautifully. Like, Link loves to stop hunt people. I've noticed. Like, it's barely, but yeah, vicious.
Oof.
Do you guys think Link has another leg up after this? I'm kind of. I'm leaning on the side of no. Huge bearish divergence too on the daily. I mean that. That's pretty significant as well. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, this. You know what? This actually kind of. Well, this is on a lot smaller time frame. I'm looking at like the 15-minute here for it, but this kind of looks like ETH's price action. We had the sideways chop, the rise sideways. We had another move higher, and then we dump from there, and then just continually break down from that point there.
We're talking about ETH BTC.
Oh no. Well, just ETH USDT. If you were to compare the longer term price action here, I'll post a chart. Give me 1 second. Let me get this.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. So yeah, we made a higher high. Definitely didn't dub as viciously as we saw in Link, but I guess this is on the USDT pairing as well. Let's see what ETH BTC is doing at the moment. Wow, what a fucking disaster. Maybe Loom Dart's finally gonna wear my mask. I'm waiting. I'm fucking waiting.
What, do you have a bet with him or something like that?
What's Loom Dart made a post? He's like, if Ethereum BTC gets below 0.016, I'll wear a Bagsley mask on stream. But at first he said if ETH USD gets, I forget the price, 165 or something like that, if it gets below that, and a week later we wicked into the 150s, so I made a post about it. I was like, where am I sending you my mask? And he's like, I changed the bet a bit, and then I saw his post, I'm like, damn it.
Yeah, that's good fun, man.
Yeah, fucking funny community, man.
Yeah, it is.
What else is there in this list of trash?
Looks like XRP, BNB right now, they're kind of picking up a little bit. Just real quick here, it makes sense, the negative correlation to downwards price action, right? So yes. I think some people are seeing it as a safe haven for this little baby move downwards here, but we'll see if this holds up here. We'll see if we get enough of a retrace, eh? We get enough retrace back up.
Glad you know about that. Not many people pick up on the fact that BNB and XRP are the only two that are inversely correlated with everything.
Oh yeah, man. All about the data. Love the data, man. Give me the data.
I think I talk to you more than my mom, Malicious.
Really?
Probably, yeah.
There we go, man. Getting in deep in the DMs.
You're my chat liquidity, dude.
There we go, man. Yeah. Slowly, I've started to dislike that role. I'm like,
we'll find you something
is that all
more
I'm good for?
suiting.
Yeah.
Something more professional.
Yeah, exactly. There we go.
Oh, boom! Fucking ZRX fell out of the sky. Fucking made a post about
Don't
that.
say that.
Yo, fell out the sky, dude.
Look, that Wick's holding it up.
RSR, Matic. Yeah, sure, let's fucking...
Everything looks red on your chart.
Wow, RSR, you fucking cuck. Damn, finally broke down.
How about the dominance? What's that's looking like? Oh, I don't really watch it, but I saw a couple charts.
Yeah, just looked at that earlier, actually. Hold up. Someone had mentioned a falling wedge they broke out of, and it broke out here.
I'm assuming that wasn't good for alts.
Your assumption is correct. Except if it's like Zen or whatever. Yeah, that's dominance right now.
Super yikes. And look at that volume too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how the volume actually, what it means. Could Malicious, do you have an idea?
Yeah, so like I really would not give much weight to the volume because like so the dominance like total and total 2, they're calculated by market capitalization, right? So like theoretically if a coin is created and then like it's listed as an ICO and then it's injected within like it's got a top 100 or whatever it is, but like more or less the too long didn't read is like coins that are newly created then drastically impact the volume that's shown with total and total 2. So I don't really give them that much weight because I don't think the metrics are really as on point as some people think that they are. Yeah. In my naive opinion, that's my naive opinion towards it.
Not any less naive than mine, so I appreciate that.
There we go.
Matic, BTC. Oops.
What do you think of Doge? Is Doge ready USD pair or USDT?
Doge, okay, hold up. We'll get back to Doge. Man, fucking crazy, dude. Matic. And this is the type of bearish divergence that, I mean, this isn't technically a bearish divergence, but just on the CCI tool, like this type of variance between the actual drop and what we saw in the CCI is like fucking insane. Okay, so Doge, USDT. Wow. Okay. We'll take it on the. I mean, so far it's.
Daily was what I was looking at. I mean, the wicks are a little depressing, but as far as price action catching up to everything else that moved yesterday, it didn't even move. It barely did.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's good that we were able to hold. What is this level? 25.7. The wicks are kind of like what's bothering me, and the lower high that we made. However, I'm still bullish on Doge, man. I still got my bag. I'm not. I'm all fucking.
Yeah, I was thinking of loading up, so I'm just waiting for like a dip to buy in.
Yeah, I got my longer term bag than I got the more recent one. But yeah, man, one day Doge 100 sats and I will retire. Won't retire these streams though, but yeah. Imagine it's just a meme and it never pumps again.
Yeah. I'm kind of worried. I don't know. I'm not bearish on it yet, but yeah, like
really.
From what Ace said there, he's totally correct, man. I was kind of surprised that we didn't see much of a pump with Doge there. I mean, we got lucky with the second last dump that we had there. The second last dump that we had prior to us pumping there, we saw a lot of good negative correlation with Doge, with the USDT pair and the BTC pair when we dumped with pretty much the entire market. And I was really hoping that, okay, that's not going to then flip with this pump. But we kind of did see that. We kind of saw continuation with negative correlation. We didn't really see that much move upwards when we got the pump with the majority of the large caps there. But we didn't see as much. We did see, relatively good up.
Yeah, a little bit, but I was I was really disappointed. I was like, "What's this? I'm here watching."
Yeah, exactly, man. Yeah.
Funny thing though, on the weekly, there have been instances where we had kind of like a test pump retraced a bit, and then you had the large candle here too. Test
Dude, the
pump.
weekly worries me the worst because we have those consecutive candles recently with those green candles. But if you look at previously before we've pumped, I mean, we've gone down considerably. So I would assume like probably now soon or very, very soon it has to start going.
I
Or
absolutely agree. If we lose 28, I'd say
yeah, or it'll come back to
27,
that right
28.
underneath that circle you have right there.
Oh, sorry. I just.
It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Earlier I was talking about if we do lose this range, I mean probably the 15 sats to 16, 17 is where would be the next logical area.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna lose its structure, but it doesn't look too.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, someone said Doge went from 23 to 37. Not bad. That's not what I want to see, though.
Yeah, that's not good enough. It's
Exactly.
not bad, but like.
Come on, Sonny. We gotta expect more out of this. Just kidding. Let's look at Sia Coin. I want to see what Sia Coin did.
My biggest bag. One of my biggest bags.
Oh damn, yo! I hope you guys made some fucking money off this.
I'm forever holding this. Look at that wedge. I could just imagine it.
Yeah, so this is one of the few that I played on Binance. I got out at 28 sats because the POC was there and I didn't want to get too greedy with it. However, why isn't my VPVR? I really don't like the VPVR on TradingView. Yeah, so I got out here, decided to stay out of it. Right now I retested the former accumulation range. So this is kind of like Dogecoin, kind of like most of the altcoins we've been looking at.
Yeah.
To be real, I think Bitcoin's gonna keep going, and I don't know if these are gonna hold. I could be wrong, mistaken, but yeah, if that large wick that we're seeing on Bitcoin isn't bearish, then I'd be cautious with altcoins. Because if we were to see something like, who made a post about that? Fucking Korean Jew and Kazanomics, for example, them comparing Bitcoin to the gold cycle. I mean, let's see where.
Yikes!
Yeah, for example, gold retraced to. I don't want to talk out of my ass either. I don't know the exact retracement levels, but it did something similar to this. Then you just start chatting to whatever, to the heavens. So if that happens, I would not be comfortable holding any altcoins at all.
I mean, if I wanted to give an opinion on that, I mean, last year when we were around this level, we were around 1500 when everybody was saying that gold was gonna, or around 2016, 17, well, gold was gonna do something around this level. So it's kind of funny we pumped, but I don't think it's a correlation like that at all.
There's one asset, I think it's silver or gold, that's super correlated, and at least not correlated, but their patterns are extremely similar. Their cycles, excuse me. I'm not exactly.
I think they pull up the weekly gold chart for that.
Yeah, I'll do that. I got CFDs on gold at the moment. Let's see here. So yeah, so this is.
I wish AlphaBot did more stock stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we might maybe be building better stock integration. Maybe, I don't know. That's
because you only really have one other competition for that.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, don't want to. Can't really talk about too much on stream here, but yeah, I mean, it would be really dope if Alpha was developing some much better stock integration and better utilization of other data source feeds. So yeah, maybe, I don't know. Who knows? Only time will tell.
I think this is kind of, and I might be doing this wrong. Yeah, this isn't correct. I mean, technically, if this were the 3K, let's say green was the 6K floor at 1188, bounce, fell through. This would have been the accumulation range on Bitcoin. It isn't exactly the same. Eventually, we broke straight through 6K, all the way up to 14K, quote unquote, which on gold is 1370s. Then we corrected, and this is where we'd be at. And if it had acted exactly as gold had, we would have taken out the stops at 1207. Sorry, at what is this shit? 1199, and we would have bounced. Gold dipped further into what is this? The 11, 20, 30s, and then it bounced back above. So I think that's where we're at right now. And if it does something similar, then we're gonna retest 14K eventually, twice. Reject it all the way back down to whatever level this is. This would be 7, 8K again, and then we'd start going to the 20Ks or whatever this level is. It's not exactly the same, and I'm sure some people have better charts on it. So, do your own research. All these cycles are so similar just because human emotion and all that shit. We're the same people trading the same charts. So, yeah. If you guys have any stocks you want to check out, make sure to drop them in chat. My boy Ace.
Somebody asked an interesting question. They were like, they said, on balance for best protection of long-term alt bags, which you determine to hold, what pair would you choose, USD or BTC? Entries determines.
So his question is, which altcoins I'd hold for the long haul, and would I look at them in Bitcoin or USDT?
Pretty much.
I'd look, well, if it were anything for the long haul, I'd look at Bitcoin, absolutely. Because if you're better off holding Bitcoin, then what's the point of having an altcoin? But if your altcoin is outperforming Bitcoin, then good job. Like, if you're able to find an altcoin that did that, apart from Link, BNB, and Ren, I think those were the three that outperformed Bitcoin this year. Ren not anymore, but if you're able to find an altcoin like that, I mean, I'd strictly do it in Bitcoin. What do you guys think?
Yeah, no, I more or less agree with you for sure. Okay. That makes sense for sure. There is, the whole argument between, which is going to outperform the other one, right? And it's kind of, I don't know, it seems like it's kind of a double-sided blade, right? I would think that it would kind of have a drastic impact on what your long-term goal is to achieve, right? At some point, I don't know, determining between like what you're better off going into is not necessarily worth your time, depending on what your long-term goal is, right? If you're just looking to accumulate sats, well, then overall you may not necessarily need to really worry too much about the USD pairing of it necessarily. Like if you're just willing to accumulate sats long-term, then I would say, probably just sticking to BTC pairing may save you a lot of time and effort and hassle as well. Like unless you have some kind of automated formula or something like that. Or you have like a good Excel or a spreadsheet or something, man. Something to save you time. I just find that kind of stuff isn't necessarily, it's not worth it for me personally to worry too much about that. But I can understand where he's coming from for sure.
Yeah, and in terms of entry, if I were to look at Bitcoin, the absolute bottom would probably be where I'd like to enter.
Yeah, that's a pretty no-brainer for sure, man.
Yeah, but if I had to choose a coin to really go in on, it would be Dogecoin. I think Dogecoin is the only one, just because it's the one that's been most reliable at providing gains, and not only gains, but just what's the word? Within a range. It hasn't done anything crazy. It's literally ranged for the last 5 years. So it's not a coin like, for example, what else is there? Oh, let's take Sia Coin. I mean, sorry to talk shit, Ace, but...
Oh, you're good.
Okay. It's like, this type of chart isn't a type of altcoin that I necessarily want to hodl.
I was forced to hold, so...
Oh,
because I was stupid.
Someone put a gun to your head like, hold that shit, Ace.
No, they deleted the sell button off my exchange.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's pretty funny, man.
And then you have a chart like this. I mean, it's more enticing for me to try and buy the bottom than it would be something that doesn't have a bottom. You know what I mean? Not to say Dogecoin could never break down, and go to the 5-10 sat range. I still think people would be buyers at some point, and we'd still see some action. So, yeah, that's what I think. Long story short.
I definitely agree with you, though. I definitely agree with you there, man. I mean, if you look back there, I mean, it's pretty clear that how many times we really have gone to such a close, almost absolute zero with Doge, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, and it's still rallied harder than ever some of those times, right? So, I don't think it's unrealistic to expect that kind of price action going forward, even if we do break down from this level down to a little bit closer to absolute zero.
The lowest we saw in Trex was actually 9 sats when we first dropped from the skies, from the 2, 3, 400 sat level. That was the absolute low on Doge, and we never revisited it again. TX says, I think Link will continue to outperform Bitcoin. What happens when it's added to MEX and staking is announced? Already extremely regulatory compliant for US residents. I mean, I don't think staking is necessarily a good thing for you. I mean, anything that adds an inflationary aspect to a coin isn't good. I don't know if there's any staking on Link. I have no idea if it's active or what, but I don't see that as a bullish thing, and I don't see Link being added to BitMEX as a bullish thing either. The less places you allow to short an asset, the better. So I don't know. I could be wrong, and Link keeps chatting.
Yeah, the dog saying.
They
heard my dog.
Yo, rabbits, that's good, eh? Long Doge for mental well-being.
See, for me to answer that question, I did a long-term hold, but it's not really exactly like a long-term hold. For me, long-term in crypto is just like anything over a month or two is like a long-term for me. Like I did Litecoin when it was bottom over here, but that's like the only thing I held.
Right.
Like I only like trading the USD pairs that are available on regular American exchanges like ETH, Litecoin, BCH, Doge. I prefer those just because those are tied into my regular broker and they're already on there. So it's easier for me to trade.
Yeah. Do you find there are enough exchanges for Americans to actually have fun and do stuff, or do you still feel kind of limited?
I mean, it's not exactly your coinage, so people are definitely they don't like that part of things, but if you don't care about that and you're just here to trade, yeah, it's definitely accessible. I don't care about if that's my coin as long as it's going to get me my money at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, Canadians were a bit more blessed in that sense.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Doc took a shit. I was bearish about that the other day with Ace, I think. It was with you, right? Or was it with Pierre? Were you there when I was with Pierre? Pierre? You were there towards the end, I think. I don't know if we talked about Doc when we were there, but yeah, shit fucking tears.
Litecoin USD looks like it's about to take a complete big shit.
Really? What time frame? Oh, okay.
The weekly.
Let me pull up.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I had the wrong settings on. Hold on.
Holy cow, BTC is very bearish. Holy cow.
Oh, yeah?
You've seen a lot of negative pressure on BTC within the last short time period here. Holy cow.
And yet it's still holding.
Yeah,
it is. This is surprising.
I have my 1 minute levels drawn.
Okay, let me pull you up. Liquidated long of 10 million contracts. Average price 8,999. Hidden buy order detected. Last price 9061. I just someone shared this website scalpxindex.com, and it's kind of like a social slash informative platform that allows you to look at liquidations and hidden buy and sell orders across exchanges. I haven't looked at much.
DM me that. That's interesting.
Yeah, that is actually pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah,
that's good. There's so many tools out in the space that I've found previously, man, and it's like to have something like this. If this does really condense a lot of those useful, points of data and information, that definitely save a lot of time, man.
Yeah, I had somebody telling me the other day that BitMEX offers like the most data out of any other exchange. I thought that was really interesting and cool.
Like type of data or just?
Yeah, like liquidations, orders, just things like that.
If only they delivered it on time, eh? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I think that's probably, they're trying to it's a double-sided blade, you know. Oh yeah, we offer so much, so many possible data points here, but they're,
But it's delayed.
potentially very delayed depending on how overloaded our engine is.
This is actually really interesting, dude. Okay, look at this. This is Bitcoin on the daily, right? So your first indicator here is your social index. So I guess that's how bullish or bearish people are across Twitter, Telegram, and all the platforms they look at. So people were mad bearish from mid-March, and then it started crossing positive once we reached the top at 14K. So this could be used as kind of like a counter indicator almost.
Oh yeah, definitely.
This is very interesting, and people were mad bearish and still are. So,
dude, I had friends from 2016 hitting me up in March. They were like, "Yo, what's up? Bitcoin's going up."
Yeah, yeah, that started changing once we were hitting the 7K mark. That's when it flipped green flipped positive for the first time. So, they also have open interest right below that, and they have the BitMEX liquidations below this. So that's a pretty cool platform. I'm gonna look more into this one. Shout out to Exit Scammed who posted this on
Scrub.
Yeah. Pierre is Huobi King. Nika is Huobi King. Pierre is a close second though.
The compound is Huobi King.
What's that, Ace? Yeah, people have strong feelings towards Link. Yeah. What else?
Dude, I was about to go into Link all in for like the rest of my life, but then it pumped, and I was like, "Fuck, I have no need to now."
Yo, look at Theta, man. Fucking sweep the lows with that one fucking candle. Oh. Man, the one level I've been looking at for Theta, you guys know, is like 1300 sats, and every time we get near it, something fucks it up. So hopefully you guys took some profits. Tunes, I hope you're all right, brother, wherever you are. Fucking Polly. You're so savage, Ace.
What? Is he okay, or am I just?
No. I think he's okay. Raven. Okay. Wow, Raven dumped to 268 sats yesterday. 270. Wow. You guys can tell I'm surprised. Shit, man. You can tell why people are.
Is that pretty substantial? Yeah. Holy cow! Yeah. Okay. All right. Damn.
It broke straight
that
to
is.
the POC. Didn't give a fuck about anything. I wonder how many people got filled down there, though. Probably quite a few happy campers. But the one chart that just has me kind of like in awe is Tron. It's just the BitMEX contract. Oh god. I'm so happy I got out of this on time. But yeah guys, all I have to say, expect some more fuckery. And yeah.
I wonder if they're really trying to run stops, or that was just a lack of liquidity there. Because, Justin Sun's thankfully hopefully disappearing off the roadmap there for influencers on crypto Twitter. There's an amount of bullshit that's really influencing his impact, or impacting his influence.
What do you find? What are some of the things that you're thinking of when you?
Well, I mean, to start, damn, like when he backed out of that meeting with who is it there? Shit, his name.
Buffett.
Yeah, Buffett. There we go. Exactly. There we go. Yeah, when he backed out of that, like that's a huge hit, man. Like if you set up a meeting with Buffett and then back out of that, only a couple days prior, like you look like a fucking idiot. Like I'll tell you right now. Yeah. So stuff like that, but as well, like there's other small details that I don't know. Like prior, he's what has he done? He made a big deal about giving somebody credit to a competition that they won, I believe it was on Twitter. There, he put out a trading. Yeah, exactly. There we go. Yeah, he knows about it. Yeah, boom. Like just stuff like that, man. I see some of these projects, man. I just really can't wait until they kind of disappear off the map.
Which one do you think is going to be the first to go out of the top 20 or 15? Is there one?
I think Bitcoin Cash. I think so. Yeah.
Nice. BSV, ABC, both.
I'm hoping for both, but I mean, I would already assume that is BSV, is that not off of the top 10 already?
$2.4 billion, number 9.
Dude,
Holy
BCH
cow, man.
pumped stronger
Yeah.
than anything yesterday.
Yeah,
it did.
yeah.
Let's take a look at that.
I was watching it. I'm like, oh, Craig was definitely pushing this shit.
Dude, look
Yeah,
at this.
yeah.
Look at this. Fucking...
I was watching it. I was like, fuck, man. I wish I was watching that one. That would have been a great trade.
Crazy stuff, man.
Dude, here's my opinion right
Holy
now with
cow.
everything. If I look at all the Mex contracts, they're all setting up for bearish positions for like the next month out.
Really, yeah?
XRP is the best one.
Dude, imagine that weekly candle reverses by the end of it. It just fucking goes.
That EOS weekly.
Dude, EOS actually didn't do too badly. Cardano's looking like...
Yeah, EOS kind of just like stayed in this little weird little range, but
It dropped maybe 8%. Cardano just fucking...
What else is on there? TRX.
Yeah, TRX is a nasty one.
Yikes! Yeah, damn. Look at the listing one. What else is there?
Litecoin is my outsider for leaving top 10 by Q2 2020. Interesting. Litecoin. I guess it depends how well the Litecoin Foundation does in terms of their hedge fund investments. Obviously, it doesn't, mean that Litecoin, the token, will have any significant value, but I still think Litecoin will stick around. I mean, if I had to pick one out of the top, 20 to go, I'd say 15. Probably, imagine Leo just disappears. New York's like, you're not doing this. Shit, honestly, I'd like to say Bitcoin Cash BSV. It literally has there's like no purpose, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean,
I definitely agree with you.
They
What
probably
would
won't
trade
be
these
that though.
things? Has anybody ever traded these like 7-day contracts on Bitcoin?
Ooh, I've only watched them. Crazy. I don't know like how that works exactly. Do you have any idea, Malicious?
The 7-day contract? Are you talking about the ups and downs?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
those are a fucking scam. Don't do not touch those. They're so like the math behind them. It lines up like the math behind them gives you such a low probability of coming out profitable because of the time period that you're looking at and like the required percentage change that you need in order for the contract to be considered profitable. Something along those lines, not the exact details, but
Right.
I'll tell you right now that if you guys look more into the math behind them, it's a fucking scam. Like they're and as well,
on the chart.
like yeah, no, and as well, like if you look a little bit closer there, you'll see that like the times in which they pump and dump is like right after somebody has to have closed their contract, right? So like they're like, oh damn, there's no movement. That's the end of the 7-day period. There's a large close of position, and then all of a sudden, boom, right after the close, there's a massive move, and it's like, oh, that's dope, like it's definitely not Arthur in the books there for sure, definitely not, yeah. So I've actually we've looked into building a counter trading system based off of this information, right? So if there's a expiry period coming up and or if there's a massive volume spike in one direction, we're giving a little bit of weight to counter trading in the opposite direction in the coming future, because it just seems that that's actually more reliable than anything else that's pullable from that kind of chart.
Very interesting.
Very
I don't have the
interesting.
guts to trade that shit.
No, do not suggest
So
it.
here, Arthur, take my money. I really worked hard for it.
Yeah.
Let's trade something I don't know how to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you guys had to pick one asset for crypto that you'd want to trade for the rest of time, and you're not allowed to touch anything else, and let's say this asset will stay there forever, which one would it be?
XBT. If we had to include a platform as well, so I'd definitely choose XBT.
Okay.
Yeah.
UAs? Litecoin or?
Yeah, I was gonna say Litecoin.
Nice. Me, it's Ripple.
Why do you?
Because I don't like money.
Oh man, oh that's funny. That's funny.
You think
Yo,
I'm
why
joking?
do you choose Litecoin, Ace? I'm just curious.
I mean, my own opinion is I always feel like it leads somewhat, but I don't know. I've always been trading that for quite some time, and I feel like it leads, and it just works out for me.
Yeah, fair enough. You're good with like the price action structure and the market. You kind of understand how the market is typically going to react, kind of thing. So I would assume as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Who do you think's the best person for me to reach out to learn more about open interest and the exact, intricacies of it? Is there anyone that pops into your head?
Me personally, no. I mean, I know like a lot of the. Well, I mean, nah, like I really don't have anybody off the top of my head, man. No, we've looked into it a little bit. We've gotten some of our users have requested that we include that kind of data for alpha there, but they're just typical users. I wouldn't say that any large influencer has typically reached out to us or anything like that about it. So.
Okay, well, I'll be your first medium size.
All right, there we go. Boom.
Yeah, I want to learn more about this, but yeah, Ace, do you know anybody or?
Yeah, Killmax.
Yeah, true.
What's his name? I don't know. He has the guy that's smoking a meth pipe on, and then a BitMEX logo in the background. Locality, I feel like something like that. There's a couple guys. The guy showed you that website. He's really good too.
All the guys in Pandela Fluyo or whatever, Fluho, whatever you say it.
Yeah.
What does that even mean, anyways?
I could find now.
See, it's like the first letter of each of the traders. Yeah.
Bitcoin trader breakdown.
Yeah, we should.
Is it gonna keep going here or what?
I think so. This candle's horrible.
Oh yeah, damn, doesn't look good. Damn it.
So I'm gonna counter trade you folks and go along because fuck you. And that's where Bagsy gets liquidated. But yeah, I'm really looking at this fucking thing. You can even see like Binance, the buy sizes, sell sizes, market flow, the tags that are most.
What are they doing right now?
Binance right now is I don't know how. Wait, hold up. I don't know which one's the newest. Let me refresh this. The newest big order was 26 minutes ago. But for example, on Coinbase, there's a buy order for 480K at 8888. You got, but I don't know how updated this is. So yeah, I don't know. I'll have to learn a bit more about it before I start keep talking about it. But this looks pretty cool. Yeah.
No, the website does look pretty lit. I actually do like the layout of it there. Yes. Definitely be interested to look more in that. Just hit my DMs with the link there, boy.
Yeah, sure, boy.
Thanks, buddy.
Okay, yeah. Thanks for tagging RJ's thing. I'm actually gonna look into that. I don't have my Twitch open on this PC, so I can't open the thing. Interesting. Yeah. So, boys, what are you guys up to today? Any plans? You gonna get some sunshine, or are you gonna be stuck in your basement?
No. I'm staying inside, man. It's coding. That code life, man. I love. I really love going for those jogs at night, man. It's really nice. Just being out there. It's peaceful, dark, kind of. A little bit mysterious. Got a little fog overlapping. Yeah.
Never know.
Yeah. No, you know what? Actually, though, 2 nights ago I was up there, and I'm just chilling. It's pitch black, looking over the city from the top of the mountain, and I start to walk down the the rock path, and out of nowhere, this German Shepherd comes sprinting out of the bushes, not even along the trail, but out of the bushes, sprinting up the towards me, and I'm standing there, and I'm like, okay, thankfully I'm a big enough guy, I don't have to worry about this this dog coming at me and stuff, and runs past me, and I'm like, whose dog is this? I'm looking around, there's nobody around, there's no light of anybody looking jogging with me or anything like that. Right. And I'm like, okay, so is this animal lost? Like, let's take a look. I go to try and approach the dog. he doesn't have a collar on or anything, and I'm like, okay, this dog's obviously a stray or something, right? So I go to approach the dog runs off. I go down the trail looking for it, don't see it. 10 minutes later, I see Buddy walking around with a headlamp on, like farther down the trail, and he's walking with the dog. And I tell the guy, like you're lucky that I'm not worried about an animal that size approaching me in the dark, because if somebody else was, your dog might have got injured, man. Like, you don't just let your dog run around the dark. Like, you know, like, yeah, like somebody sees an animal approaching them, like, yeah, the first, you know, initial thought is probably going to be preservation at that point. But yeah,
and
so
gouge the dog. You know?
Yeah. Moral of the story: people are kind of silly, but yeah.
I fucking love German Shepherds, man.
Oh yeah. I love dogs,
man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yo, Giovanni, gonna get some sunshine and play some banjo. It sounds like a pretty good day to me. Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna get some more sun. I went for a jog this morning on a treadmill, if you can call that a jog. So it felt good. Gotta work on my cardio, man. I truthfully haven't ran in like fucking 2 years. But yeah, I want to keep the heart good as I go through aging. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
boys. So yeah, I think that's
where
I'm gonna wrap up the night here. So yeah, I really appreciate you guys coming in. For everyone listening, make sure you give Hackerman Ace. And what's your tag, dude? Malicious upload, not malicious.
Oh, yo, I posted Alpha's official Twitter in there.
Oh, okay,
just because I don't really. Yeah.
So if you guys are interested by that, hit him up with a follow. I appreciate you, boys. As usual.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, man, it was nice meeting you, dude.
Yeah, you too, Ace. You too, man. Thanks, stream. Good times.
Good times. So everyone at home, I'll catch you later. Be well, stay safe, and